Hello, my name is Denasia Grady, and today for my pop culture project, I want to talk about the Robb Elementary School shooting that happened last year. The reason I chose this topic is because, well, when it first happened, it was everywhere, especially on my TikTok page, because that's mainly the most social media that I really use nowadays. But it was like all over my TikTok page and like some Instagram, but I don't really use Instagram like that. So that's how I heard about the story. So yes, this is the story of that particular tragedy that happened. It should be known that this school shooting is one of the deadliest school shootings that has ever occurred. Okay. This school shooting happened on May 24th of 2022. That day, students came to school and they held ceremonies, basically like giving out participation awards and giving awards to students to the school year. Because I do believe this was towards the end of the school year for some kids, so that occurred that day. Parents came and celebrated their children. Students had fun. Students and teachers were involved. But that was the beginning of this terrible, horrible freaking day. Oh my gosh. Okay, what happened? On this day, in Uvalde, Texas, let that be known, it happened in Texas. A former student by the name of Salvador Ramos came to school and fatally shot 19 kids and 2 teachers and injured about 17 other people within that. Those poor babies, those poor teachers. It was a horrible day for everybody. It should also be known that the perpetrator was also killed. Yes, but I couldn't find out whether or not he was killed. Like, did he like commit suicide, or if like he was shot dead? There was like speculation around that, and I didn't want to assume. So, okay, this was like an ongoing thing of realizing that it took the cops almost an hour to actually do something about the situation. And when the video released, like showcasing like what happened during that time span, I was disgusted. I was really disgusted. I didn't like it. I even commented about it like on my Instagram social media feed, and it's just one of those things that you don't understand what could have been going through their heads for them not to do their freaking job. There were parents trying to get in and being told they couldn't get in due to the severity of it. But there was also a mother who actually went and got her children and escaped. I forgot her name, but wow. I read a video on her, even watched a video of her like explaining the situation, and she did. Yes, she did. Went and got her kids. I know that's right. What else? That's it. All right. The outrage. Now after the situation, there was a lot of like, now what? Now what do we do? Now where do we go from here? And people were asking, what laws are going to be changed? What are we going to be done about this? What is our senator going to do about this? What is our president going to do about this? Even the vice president had things to say on this situation. You know, I remember watching a video with our vice president Kamala Harris and Keke Palmer, and she explains how she wants laws to be put into place to help help with initiating these changes and putting in these protocols so that guns aren't being easily accessible. This is a picture of most of the children and the two teachers, but these are the children and these are the teachers that sadly lost their lives that day. And most likely could have been prevented if like actions were taken seriously that day, but we can never speculate. the coverage, the media coverage, that's what it said, the media coverage. The media coverage for this was, in a sense, overwhelming because, well, first it involved kids, and everybody kids is a real tearjerker. And when you involve kids and then a mass shooting, and then you add the fact that they were let down by the cops, the people that's supposed to protect them, that's when, like, people want to know what the heck, what are we gonna do? That's when pitchforks come out. That's when people go to the news and stand in front of buildings and do protests, and that was what was done. There were videos being made all over TikTok. There were videos being made all over Twitter. There were posts being made on Twitter. There were parents, like, at conferences, and parents at visuals, and wondering why were their children let down in such a horrific way where there wasn't no justice. There wasn't no compassion. There wasn't no quickness in helping these poor babies, as well as those two teachers who were probably so terrified when they were trying to help those babies and even help themselves. You know, it's ridiculous. How can someone do that? I think, in a sense of moving on from this, well, no one can truly move on from this. It's a way of, like, just taking it day by day and then figuring out a process of what can be done. Now, I'm doing my research with this topic. I did see they were going to demolish the school. I couldn't find whether or not it had been demolished or not. I just kept finding videos of, like, them saying yes, it'll be demolished, but I'm quite unsure if it was actually demolished. Also, the laws that maybe could be put in place, or the things that could be put in place to stop this from happening again, because this isn't the first school shooting, but like I said in the beginning of my video, this is one of the delegates' school shootings. I just think consideration needs to be put in place for harsher protocols, especially within all kinds of schools. All situations that could occur where a mass shooting could occur. It needs to be proper gun rules, proper techniques to figure out how we go from here to here, from start to finish, to get the person out in the quickest way possible, in the most efficient way possible, without getting anybody else hurt. But yes,